Hello everyone, welcome to the corner. Kind of a cold, windy day here in Cheeseland. Kind of do a little bit of a bench update tonight. Again, a little something else here to bring into the camera here in a second or two. But as you can tell, I've been working on the Kenworth. I got rolling stock on it, got the engine in it. Fuel tanks are painted and on it. Fifth wheel, rear tail light bar, etc., etc. With a dock there. Oh, just knocked it loose again. Taillight bar on it. I bare metal foiled the fifth wheel on it. I drilled it and put a brass pin through it. I like to have my fifth wheel plates functional, that way when they're not sitting there with a trailer on them, the fifth wheel plate can rest down, and then when I can put that way, they'll flatten out when I put a trailer on it. I like to keep them kind of functional. Got the tail light bar. The tail lights are in it. The K bar they call it. I got that all done up with the lights in it, etc., so on and so forth. A little bit of the engine shot there. I don't know how well you can see it. Been working on the cab here lately, getting the cab prepped and ready for paint. Been working on sanding and taking care of all the mold lines, etc., and stuff on that, getting that ready to go. It gives you an idea of what it's gonna, how long it'll be with the stretch it's going to have on it. It's going to be kind of a long rig when it's done. But that's not what I want to talk to everybody about. Got a box I'm going to bring up here. First off, I need to figure out where to go with this chassis. Alright, this is the box I wanted to bring out. A couple weeks ago I talked to my son, well, a few weeks ago, talked to my son, told him I've been wanting to get one of these, and he was nice enough to place an order and order it for me. But now, what's weird about this is, you know, this one says special edition new parts on it. I know there's a lot of you that probably didn't have these parts come in yours, but somehow they came in mine. Not sure how that happened. Could be because somebody helped it out and kind of threw them in the box. Not sure. But let's open it up and see what's in there, shall we? Now, upon opening the box, everything looks normal. Looks like it should be. Got the Bronco body here. I pulled some of the stuff out. But there's something else in this box. And I'm not talking about the Doom Buggy. Oh! Sorry about that, Dr. No Good. Launched you off the back there. We'll get to this here in a minute. Well, actually we can talk about this, I guess. Now, when I saw this kit first come out, there was an idea that just popped into my head. Looking at the Doom Buggy, I've seen this kit before years ago when the Doom Buggy and the trailer were out. But seeing the Doom Buggy and knowing the tire and wheel package that were on it, I wanted to kind of do something a little different. Instead of just making a kind of an off-road type Doom Buggy that you'd run on the sand, I wanted to go a little bit further. So upon that, I ordered up on eBay through Casey Littman. He had these resin tires on his website. So I ordered these up, and my thoughts were putting them on the back of the Doom Buggy, making it more of a true sand rail. But also at the same time, was eliminating the VW style engine and putting kind of a more of a Porsche engine in it, like a 911. Something that would have a little bit more power and a little bit more pep to it. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. And then of course this will be hauled either on this trailer, the kit trailer, or I'll, you know, put it on a different trailer when it's all said and done. But that's that part. Now, and I know you're seeing a little something that's kind of a telltale of where I'm going with this. You can kind of see something right here. We're going to get into that here in a minute. For those of you that know me, or have since started catching on here as of late, well, you know that I'm not the type to leave well enough alone. So, what do you think you'd get with the same tires that I'm going to throw on the dune buggy? I've got 2 more here. They come in halves. I had to sand them, square them up, glue them together, and I used putty to fill in all the seams on them. I got to get them painted to see how, if they're close or not, if they need a little bit more filler on them or not, or what the deal, where they're going to go. But anyway, having this idea, this, hold on 1 second, we're going to get some out. This is the roof. This part, which is the roof, half cab, the body, the hood, the windshield frame, the inside insert for the back on the inside of the tailgate, and the chrome insert for the grill are probably going to be about the only pieces that are going to be used on this. The rest of it, chassis, interior, engine, suspension, so on and so forth, all that is going to come out and just stay in the parts box. Why, you say? Well, being that we're going to hop up the dune buggy, it needs a trailer. When it's all said and done, this little hot rod's going to need a trailer as well. You can kind of get an idea here. When I do this, inner wheel wells will come out of it. Firewall is going to be cut probably clean out of it. And I'm going to cut the body in half and narrow it up to where the gap that you see between here and here is going to be how wide the body is going to be. Now you may be asking why. Well, that brings into that little red part that we saw here a little while ago. Because what I'm going to do with it, or my plans are, taking your average sprint car chassis, putting that up inside the body, and making a sand dragster out of it. But I want to keep the body in tight to the chassis, to where the chassis is, you know, it's not just a big body flopping around on the chassis. I want to narrow the body up to kind of tuck it in, make it like the sand dragsters that you see are. That would be that would then allow the tires to sit outside the body. Then I've also got the sprint car front runners, the front tires that'll be on the chassis, sitting outside the body, and then I'll use similar to the same tires on the dune buggy as well. Being that these tires and wheels are all molded together, they're all integrated as one, I wanted to do something a little bit more realistic and go this route. Then I want to use the sprint car wheels for the rear to go inside the sand tires, the paddle tires. I do need to get some more of these, so I'm going to have to dig through my stash of sprint car parts. Hope I can find some. But those will be on there, along with the little different bits and pieces of suspension components to hold everything up. Also got the front axle in there. That'll go on this chassis inside the Bronco. The dune buggy, I'm going to probably use most of the suspension that's underneath that for that. And then I'll also need to narrow up the top and then the tailgate, the insert panel for the tailgate and such. I'll have to narrow all that up too when I narrow the body up. But that's where I'm going to go with this thing. I wanted to do, back when I first saw this was going to be coming out in this configuration, I know I could have done it with the full topped Bronco. But I like the look of the half top. And I got to thinking, well, this would be cool to do kind of a sand dragster out of it. Something kind of what you'd see on TV or wherever, just the modified sand dragsters. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going to go with that. We'll try to do some of this as much as I can on video. But I'm going to probably start tinkering with it here off camera as well as we go. Then kind of do a few updates on it and whatever else. But I just wanted to kind of come on here tonight and kind of introduce this little project to you, if you will. And kind of let you into the mind of the weird doctor here. But that's where I'm planning on going with it, and that's the idea behind all of this. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know what you think. Tell me if this guy's crazy enough to pull it off or not. Maybe we need to pull out his saw and do a little hacking and whacking on it, yeah? We'll fire it up and start throwing some plastic dust around here. Tell me what you think. Let me know what your ideas are. If you got any ideas as far as colors and paints, so on and so forth, let me know. I'm not too sure of where I'm going to go with colors on this thing yet. Kind of thought about kind of keeping it similar to what the truck is and kind of the orangish theme. Not quite sure yet. Let me know. Give me some ideas. Tell me your ideas. See what you think. But with that in mind, we'll let you all go. Hope you all have a good weekend this weekend. Daughter and I are going to be going to a Pokemon card show tomorrow on Saturday. Today is Friday. So we're going to go play with some cards tomorrow. I'm kind of anxious to do that. Excited, all the above. And yeah, everybody have a good one. Hope you all have a good one. Stay warm wherever you are. Take care, and we'll see you in the corner.